President Trump is taking aim once again at Canadian Prime Minister Justin Trudeau. It comes after the president reversed his support of the G7 group's statement, an agreement highlighting jobs, the environment, and most notably, trade. Capitol Hill correspondent Jason Calvi joins us with more. Good evening, Jason.
Good evening, Wyatt. President Trump is slamming Canada for imposing what he calls massive tariffs on U.S. products, and he made it clear after the G7 summit in Quebec. But GOP Senator John McCain and some Democrats are critical of the president for alienating American allies.
It's embarrassing that America would distance ourselves from traditional allies.
Democratic lawmakers blast the president for pulling out of the G7 closing agreement.
Not to sign a statement of solidarity, which stands for everything that we stand for, is a big mistake. I understand the president was upset. The president could have said that, but to walk away from our allies in this way, I think is a mistake.
President Trump took back his support for that statement after Canada's Prime Minister said this.
It would be with regret, but it would be with absolute certainty and firmness that we move forward with retaliatory measures on July 1st, applying equivalent tariffs to the ones that the Americans have unjustly applied to us.
The author of The Art of the Deal went into the summit confident he could work his magic on trade.
When it all straightens out, we'll all be in love again.
As Catholics, we want just trading.
Catholic University professor Jay Richards doesn't agree with the president's proposed tariffs, but he says President Trump is right about something.
So we have a 2.5% tariff on European automobiles. They have a 10% tariff against ours. And so President Trump has something to complain about. The question is really whether tariffs in general are a good idea and whether that makes sense for the American economy.
Do they?
Tariffs in general are a terrible idea. Whenever you hear tariff, you should just think tax on me.
President Trump is sticking with his plan for tariffs on steel and aluminum imports, but a bipartisan group of 14 senators are sponsoring a bill to require congressional approval. And the EU is threatening to retaliate next month with new tariffs on U.S. products like bourbon, peanut butter, and even orange juice. Wyatt?
Correspondent Jason Calvi reporting. Thanks, Jason.